Hello. We're just going to get on here and get established here. Hello, everyone. We'll wait until we get a few people on here. We've got little T with us today. Say hi. He's 9 months old today. 9 months old. Waiting. Oh, there's somebody watching. Let's see. Trying this on our laptop today. Can you guys hear us? DIY Gardener, hello from Washington State. Hello, where in Washington are you? Can you guys hear us? Is there sound?
Make sure your mic is working.
Yeah. How do I test? It should be. Puget Sound area. Yep, we're in the Puget Sound too. All right, so you can hear us? We're good on sound? Perfect. All right. See if we can get a few more. Yeah, you're saying hi too, aren't you? You're 9 months old today. Mommy needs to do your update. Yeah. All right. Well, we can get going here. Thank you guys for joining us and celebrating our 10,000 subscriber celebration here. Oh, thank you, DIY Gardener. So, hi. Yeah, you're going to pull my glasses right off my face, aren't you?
He's trying.
Yeah. So do you think we should probably wait till we get more people to actually announce the giveaway. So maybe we can just start our Q&A.
Whatever.
Okay, that was one thing I did not prepare ahead of time, was pulling up the questions. I'm not used to this whole live stream thing where you have to prepare ahead of time. All right.
People have to actually watch it at a certain time, like old school TV.
Right.
Who does that anymore?
Who does that?
The only reason to do that is sports that I know of.
Yeah. We've got a couple more people on here now. All right, let's go back to the video where you guys asked your questions. Okay, pause that. All right. So, all right. We can just go on down the line here. So Tabitha Kelly, hi Tabitha. She asked, where do you see yourself in 10 years? Well, we were talking about this last night. In 10 years, we're going to have a 15-year-old.
Yeah.
Like, he's going to be talking about getting his driver's license because he's going to be 15 and a half. That's just a little scary to think about. And a 13-year-old, and this guy will be 10 and a half.
I see myself taking out a second mortgage to pay grocery bills.
Yes, the way the kids eat now. That's for sure. But yeah, no, I can foresee us still living here in this house. We've really made this our forever home, and we absolutely love it here. So, and Bill, you're thinking of doing career change. We haven't really updated much on that, but
yeah, it could be.
You could be doing landscape design.
Yeah.
That is his new career path that he's thinking of doing now. Because as you guys know, he absolutely loves gardening. So that's kind of the career path he's thinking of going now. And he was an engineer before.
Or still an engineer.
Well, you're still
once an engineer, trade, always an engineer.
Yes, you got your degree in engineering.
It's like the nerd version of Marines.
Yes. So Bill's thinking of getting an engineering job while he goes back to school for landscape design and gardening, and like actually doing like garden design, like architecture and that kind of thing. Like
probably not landscape architecture. That takes a lot more education, but we'll see.
But I mean, doing water features and tree houses and edible gardens and that kind of thing. So yeah, so you'll probably be doing that in 10 years. And
hopefully.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll still be homeschooling by then. I very well might still be homeschooling by then.
Oh, it's still be in high school if you're homeschooling at that point.
Yeah, the younger ones will still be here. But, I mean, who knows? Maybe we'll have them in school by then. Maybe I'll be doing YouTube more by then. Who knows? Maybe I'll be back into massage. We'll see. Yeah, so Anna loves you. I've seen you, Anna loves you, for I think probably all 4 years since I've been on YouTube. So thank you for being such a loyal subscriber. She asks, how is your family's diet now compared to the older food videos you have done on your channel? So we'll answer that first. So we pretty much... Oh, you baby pussy. You baby pussy. Yeah. So we pretty much eat about the same as we did, 4 years ago. Eating clean, that's basically our philosophy. Eating foods that are closest to their source. Probably what's changed the most is I'm not doing as much DIY stuff as I used to, just because we have 3 kids now and there's only so much time in the day. So I'm not like making butter as much and
you haven't made butter in a long time.
I know, and I've kind of redeveloped my dairy allergy again, which I'll update health issues in a future video. But like cultured things, I did a lot more cultured things. Even we used to do more water kefir. We haven't done that.
Yeah, our grains died. And
yeah,
we were thinking of getting a SCOBY this time and doing
trying
kombucha.
kombucha because we just love kombucha, as Sophie says, kombucha.
Yep.
So yeah. So that's how it's changed, but we still mostly eat the same and
still eat a lot out of the garden.
Out of the garden.
And orchard.
Yeah. We're still really into our garden and orchard. Well, he's our master gardener. So.
I made a lot of jam this year.
Yeah.
And
thumbs up if you want me to include a jar of jam in the giveaway box. Because we still have some, don't we?
There's lots of them.
Yeah. And let's see, she also asks, any tips on how to incorporate and afford real, organic, nutritious food? I think I made a video on that like a while back, and if I can find that when I'm done with all this, I'll link it in the description. But yeah, basically, we try to buy things bulk, like we get a lot at Costco.
Yeah, even our organic stuff is relatively inexpensive.
Yeah, and we do have a Costco credit card, so we do get the benefits from that. Like we get, money back, which helps in the long run save money. And having a garden, at least for like a good half of the year, saves us money on produce, organic produce. And recently we started getting our eggs locally too. We found just a homeowner down the road who has chickens. And so we started buying our eggs from her. So if you can find somebody local, that's a much more affordable way to get pastured eggs. Somebody else is on here. Hello, the Beast and Meager, or John Sena. Hi, John Sena.
Yeah, that's the name of a celebrity.
Yeah. So so that's kind of how. We still do raw milk. I don't have it anymore because I've redeveloped my dairy allergy, but we buy raw milk by the case. So we get a case discount at the food co-op where we shop. And it's still cheap. It'd
be cheaper if we went straight to the dairy and bought there, but we don't live right next to a raw milk dairy here.
Yeah, the closest one is like 30, 40 miles away.
Maybe
like
one
that.
Up in the Skagit Valley somewhere.
Yeah, something like that. So and I think we also just have the mentality that, we sacrifice other things so that we can invest in our health in terms of food. So we are willing to spend a little bit more money on organic, clean, real food. So, we just try not to buy too much excessive things for, in exchange for our health. So that's just kind of our general philosophy.
If you want to afford more expensive organic food, you can just trade eating out for.
Right. We actually, we seldom eat out. We do sometimes. Yeah. Usually for a special occasion, we'll eat out, but it's definitely not a regular thing that we do.
Yeah. So,
and that saves us a lot of money too.
They had, fresh caught wild sockeye salmon
at Costco.
No, in this case, it was just at the local grocery store.
Yeah.
But it was $8 a pound
because it's in season. There's a salmon run right now.
I spent like $25 on a nice fresh salmon.
Yeah.
And that seems like a lot, but if you were going out to eat, that's one person's meal.
That's true. Yeah. When you look at it from that perspective, it definitely saves you money. And it fed 4 of us for like 2 meals.
You need side dishes still, but that's
which we got out of the garden.
8 main courses, and then if you make a garden salad or potatoes from the garden or whatever.
But that's another thing, is just buying things in season locally too is just going to be cheaper.
Yeah.
And going to the farmer's market is, if you don't have the time to garden or whatnot, just going to the farmer's market is a good way to go too. Yeah. So
you can have Copper River sockeye anytime you want if you'll spend $30 a pound.
Yeah.
Not me.
Yeah. Let's see. So that was it for her questions. And then Purple Puma, I know you've been watching for a while too. Thank you for your question. So yeah. Oh, the community tab. She said, can't wait to see what you'll do with the community tab. I guess you guys saw in my little update announcement video, YouTube hasn't given me the community tab, and there seems to be no rhyme or reason to it. Like, I asked my YouTube mom group about it, and it seems like, some smaller channels have it and some like much larger channels than mine don't have it too. So I don't know. YouTube has its weird rules. So sorry, I don't have the community tab yet. I'm still waiting on that. It'd be great when I get it. But okay, she also asks, what kind of books do you enjoy reading? And what are your favorites from those categories? So I honestly don't read books as often as I used to, just because we're so busy. 3 kids is definitely time consuming, worthwhile for a time. But I do a lot of just reading of articles and stuff right now. But when I do read books, I really like to read mostly nonfiction. I really like, especially recently, I've been really into learning about psychology. Especially, since we've gotten Alex's diagnosis, and just learning a lot more about neurodiversity and that kind of thing. It's just really sparked a passion in me to learn more about like why people are the way they are and how their minds work. Are you distracting? So yeah, I've been reading some of that. We actually were part of a oh my goodness, Jimmy's too cute.
Either that or fussy. So.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yeah. Anyway, Bill and I recently were part of a we were recently part of a group, a support group for parents of gifted and like neurodiverse kids, and that was an amazing group. We read a book about that topic together, and that was a good one. So, what about you? What are your favorite books? You want me to take in for a minute?
I read, when I get a chance, a fair amount of like how-to stuff. So
you read a lot about gardening,
and like carpentry, cooking.
Yeah. So we both read a lot of nonfiction, but you are also into
I like
sci-fi
literary classics
and yeah.
So yeah, Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Read the complete works of Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah.
Edgar Allan Poe.
Yeah. I mean, there were definitely like classics that I loved in high school. Like I loved Why am I having a brain
Harry
fart?
Potter?
Yes, I do love Harry Potter. I've read Harry Potter. I don't know why I'm having a brain fart right now.
Well, I can go through
Of Mice and Men. John Steinbeck. I like John Steinbeck.
Yeah, she gets the references in Looney Tunes with the Abominable Snowman now.
Yes.
we say that Alex loves Sophie and Alex and Sophie love Teo the way the Abominable Snowman loves a little bunny rabbit.
You get smothered sometimes. It happens. But when I was in college, a couple of the books that I read that were like really transforming in the way I think are, they were Ishmael and My Ishmael, which is fiction, but it's kind of like, it's philosophy. I was a philosophy major, but it's written in a novel form, and it was really good. I actually based my thesis that I wrote on those books. So yeah,
I was influenced by Walden.
Yeah.
And here we are with a house and a garage crammed full of stuff. So we're doing everything Thoreau said not to do. But
we're growing our own food.
We are growing our own food, yeah.
But we're not living in a tiny little house off the grid.
He was like the original tiny house dweller and off the grid.
Yes.
So
So yeah, in terms of books, I guess that kind of gives you an idea of what we like. Let's see what is next. Do we need? Yes, we do need a moderator. Thank you, DIY. I don't even know how you block people. There's a troll on there right now. We just ignore. So I just read hers. Okay. Okay, Casey Winter asks, my question is, what are your hobbies? Hobbies. I'm really into photography. Well, my main one right now is YouTube. But I really enjoy doing photography. That's something I still like to do on the side with all that extra time that I have. But yeah, no, like when we get out on a date sometime and we go for hikes and whatnot, I do like to do photography still. I like to do photography of our kids. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And we like to hike. We do like camping, but we haven't gone camping since Alex was born.
Yeah.
So yeah.
This summer we're thinking we'll try it in the backyard.
Yeah, we're thinking of starting in the backyard, just pitching a tent in the backyard and seeing how the kids do with that. So hello, ASMR Emily. Hi there.
My hobbies, well, you guys know, gardening.
Yeah, that's the main one.
And building stuff around the yard, so gates and stairs and bridges and trails and stuff.
Yeah.
And other household maintenance projects.
I'm really glad I'm married to a handyman.
And cooking when I get the chance.
Yeah. You do all of our batch cooking.
Yeah, so making
I
baby
cook meals,
food,
but he cooks all the like batch stuff and stuff that lasts us all year.
jam, pickles, salsa, anything that involves canning or preparing it.
If you start to ask, what are you giving away? I guess now would be a good time to pause and show you guys what we're giving away. All right, let's do that. So I got a number of like tried and true natural body products that I have, that have stood the test of time, ones that I really, really like, ones that work. And I'm actually thinking that I might turn this into a little series. I might turn this into a series of like my favorite natural body products because I haven't talked about that kind of thing in a while. But anyway, I'll show you guys what's in here, and then we will announce at the end who won. So this is my favorite body lotion. It's Alba Botanica Very Emollient Body Lotion, and I got the unscented just because I know some people are bothered by scents, but I've tried so many natural body lotions that just don't work. Like they just don't moisturize, and I have really, really dry skin. So this one is my favorite. So I'm putting that in there. A jar of coconut oil, because for any family that is into natural health, natural body products, you have to have organic, unrefined coconut oil. So I have that in there.
Also handy replacement for butter.
Yeah, I actually, since I'm not doing dairy right now, I actually use it for butter. I put it on my toast and stuff. So, and then this has been my favorite toothpaste. It's an essential oil toothpaste. It's the doTERRA On Guard toothpaste. I don't use it as much this time of year just because there's not as many germs floating around in the summertime, but during cold and flu season, I really like this stuff. I think it helps a lot. So I've got that, and my favorite soap. This is just the Kiss My Face pure olive oil soap. It's literally like what, 2-3 ingredients. Where are the ingredients on here? I don't even see. But it's really, really simple, and this stuff is really, really affordable too, because oftentimes natural soaps can be really pricey. So I also find that this doesn't dry out my skin because, like I said, I get really dry skin. So
yeah, you wouldn't want to.
And it smells nice.
Kiss a face that's all dried out.
No, thank you, Belle. I also have my favorite natural sunscreen. Everybody is always asking about what is the best natural sunscreen to use, and I actually did a reading on this a couple years back. Oh, yeah. And the Think Baby is my favorite, especially for kids, natural sunscreen. And so I am throwing that in there. You can use this on babies, kids. I use it on me too. It's great. It's SPF 50, and the ingredients are good. If you look at what is that website called? Is it the Environmental Working Group? I think that's what it's called, where you can actually look up ingredients or look up the products that you are wanting to purchase and see like what kind of score they get in terms of being environmentally friendly and non-toxic and good for you and that kind of thing. And this had a really good score on there. So I like that sunscreen. Are you gonna have to go inside?
We'll see.
He might have to go inside and have some dinner. It's getting to be his dinner time. I threw in a sample of my current favorite Eden's Garden essential oil, which is also an immune thing. It's the Healthy Hero Synergy Blend, and it's one of the kid-safe ones. I use this all fall, winter long, just diffused it, and I'd sometimes even put it with a carrier oil on the kids when I knew there was some illness going around. And I really like the scent of this one too. I tried the equivalent from Plant Therapy, and I think I like the scent of the Eden's Garden one a little bit better. So I'm throwing that one in. And two more things. This is the natural deodorant that I use. It is just a hunk of salt. That's all it is. It's called Crystal Deodorant. And the one I have has literally lasted me now for 3 years. And it was like $7-8, something like that. And I've been really pleasantly surprised how well it works, because I tried a bunch. I've probably tried 10 different kinds of natural deodorants. And this is absolutely my favorite because it actually works. I mean, if it's like 90 degrees out, it might not quite cut it. But for most of the year, I really like this. I did make a video early on when I was doing YouTube about the Primal Pit Paste. I tried that for a while, and it works better than others, but I think this one still takes the cake. So
I think Primal Pit Paste has a cooler name though.
Primal Pit Paste, yes.
Yeah. I mean, that could be a deodorant or it could be a barbecue rub.
I always leave it to him. So, and the last thing, this one's kind of it might be weird if you haven't seen this before, but if you've ever heard of a neti pot, like nasal irrigation, this has changed my life, you guys. This has changed my life because I am really prone to allergies, And also during cold and flu season, I just cannot be getting sick all the time as a parent. And so I find just doing this every night before I go to bed, and you can gargle with it as well, but it's basically just a saline solution that you clean your sinuses out with. And this is much easier to use than a neti pot because it's squeezable. So you don't have to like get in all weird angles trying to pour it in your nose and everything. You just squeeze it. So anyway, I know that I thought, you know, it's kind of a weird thing to include in there, but it's just so simple. It's just water and salt, and it's changed my life. So I thought, why not throw that in there? So
Don't use tap water.
well, yeah, you have to make sure that you use like purified water. So, but
And if you really want to get your sinuses clean, add a few drops of essential oil.
don't do that. Like
that's a challenge now,
no,
officially.
No.
The essential oils neti challenge.
So that is the giveaway. So now you guys know. And I think I will wait till the end to draw a winner. So to finish our Q&A here.
Sure. Like a monkey house sometimes.
So, Adoptable Dog Video says 2 questions. 1, what are the 3 most important things concerning infant care that you would share with a new mom? Infant care, like actually having older kids now, like having an infant seems so simple.
He wasn't an infant that long ago.
I mean, he's still technically an infant, but are we still on? For some reason, the comments disappeared. I don't know what's going on there. Can you guys still see us? Oh, that's weird. But just that it doesn't have to be complicated. Like babies really don't need much. They just need your love and affection. Oh, there it is.
Popped up again.
It came up again. DIY garden. Yes. How do you enter the giveaway? I can add your name into the giveaway here. I will add an extra piece of paper in there. Hi, Anna Martinez. Okay, great. We are still on. So baby yoga.
Yep, keeping him entertained.
But yeah, just the 3 most important things, like, is really just, I don't know if I could even say 3 most important, like, things or just pieces of advice or what, but just that it doesn't have to be complicated. Like, you really just need, like, diapers, a few clothes and blankets, a place for them to sleep, and just love them.
Recognize that you're not going to get a long, uninterrupted piece of sleep for a while.
Yeah, just yeah. One piece of advice that I got is just like embrace the mess because parenting it's messy. It's messy. So when you just decide, you know what, we're just going to roll with it, it becomes a lot less stressful. So, and also another piece of advice going into parenthood for a first-time mom would be like, don't get caught up in what, you know, everybody says you should be doing. Like, I definitely got caught up in that with our first, and oh man, have I ever chilled out since then. And you just realize that like every kid truly, I mean, it's so cliche, every kid is so different, but like we can't even parent our 3 kids the same because they're all so different. You just have to feel it out and trust your gut. Like you really know what's best for your kids. So that's probably my advice for a new mom. And her second question is, how do you know that 3 kids is the right number of kids for your family? And what is the optimal age gap? And how do you manage? I think for us, it was just, I mean, like
keep having kids until you can't.
No.
You don't want any more.
I mean, we discussed that, you know, before we had kids, we knew we wanted to have at least 2 if we could. We struggled with fertility for a while, and we would have been really happy with 1. But I'd say just like there's no right answer for that either. Like, I think we just took one kid at a time and we prayed about what the right time was. And when we just felt like God was like giving a little nudge, like now's the time, that was that. And then just really feeling a sense of peace when you're done. Like when you feel like your family is complete, like I really feel a sense of peace. I don't know about you.
I feel like we've got our hands full.
And that too. So yeah, I think you just know. Like I, thought before I had kids, maybe I want to have 4, but I know our limits, and I feel like 3 is just the right number for what we can do a good job for being parents. So that's kind of how we have decided. And let's see, what else did she ask? What is the optimal age gap? Well, our kids are all 2 years apart.
2.5 in his
Sophie
case.
are exactly 2 years apart, and Sophie's 2.5 years older than him. And once again, there's no one right answer for that. Like, when you have kids closer together, then you just have like several years of crazy. You just have several years of absolute crazy, as you can see. But then you get all of that like little kids stuff done. You just get it all over with it all at once. Get diapers done all at once, that kind of thing. So in that way, then it gets easier, and they like to play together because they're close enough in age that's a really big advantage. But I mean, if you want a bigger break between kids too, like then you can actually have time for a breather too between kids, and
not
like
have
diapers and like have a little
time.
yeah, and have a little time to catch up on sleep and that kind of thing. So just know your limits, know what works best for you according to your abilities and personality, I think. So and then she said, how do you manage survival? Truly survival.
The key is we don't actually have real management here. We
have some management.
We have
a basic level of structure, but basic is the operative term here. I've been working on with the older kids, getting them to do a lot of stuff for themselves. We're still working on that. It's a work in progress, a major work in progress, but if they can start helping clean up after themselves and, do some of their own personal care and stuff by themselves, it helps a lot with managing. And sometimes you just have to triage needs, like you just have to figure out if all 3 kids are screaming, who has the greatest need, and you go from there. And I've just kind of had to accept that. I see, mommy. I just kind of had to accept that, ultimately it's probably a good thing for kids that they learn that they're not the center of the universe, that, other people have needs as well. And, it's okay for their needs to wait a few minutes, most of the time. I mean, obviously, like I said, you have to triage. If someone's bleeding, then that's obviously going to win. So, we might need to go in and feed him dinner.
He says, yeah, where am I on the triage right now? Doesn't dinner count?
Yeah. He says, doesn't my dinner come to the top of the priority list? Yeah.
It's 5:30.
Yeah. He's hungry. He hasn't napped very much today, too. Yeah. Why don't you go feed him?
You can go in and get some food.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll take over here.
You hold him for a second while I stand up.
Yes. Sorry, guys. Real life here when we're doing a live feed.
All right.
You say bye-bye to the people? Say bye-bye to the people. Bye-bye. 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 Oh, and he's got my hair.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. Daddy's going to give you food. Daddy's going to give you food. He closed the door. All right. Oh, it's all me now. So we are on to Emma Henderson. And she asks, what type of clothes do you like to dress your babies where they went when they wear cloth diapers? And what clothes work well with cloth diapers? I'd say just stretchy clothes. Usually you find that baby clothes are made for disposable diapers. And so, made for much more narrow little bums. So getting stretchy pants is huge. Like little sweatpants and leggings for girls and that kind of thing. Or if it's in the summertime, like it's been hot here, we just let Teo go around in a diaper, like nothing but a diaper, just a onesie like he is in today. So yeah, that would be my suggestion for that. And occasionally, if I really want them to fit into a very specific outfit for a photo shoot or something like that, I'll put them in a disposable for that just so it'll fit or whatever. So, do you use essential oils on yourself and children? And if so, what are some of your favorite, most used oils? Yes, I will link both of my essential oil. Actually, I've made more than two. I've made a few. I'll link all of my essential oil videos down below. But yeah, my favorites have been Plant Therapy and Eden's Garden. And I'm including, if you guys are just tuning in now, I am including as part of my Natural Body Products giveaway, the Healthy Hero by Eden's Garden, because it's really essential for, at least for our family, it's been really helpful in keeping the bugs away during cold and flu season, just having it diffusing all the time and putting it on the kids when I know that they have been exposed to something. And I have also been using some of the ones that they sent me in those videos a lot. I use essential oils a lot in the kids' baths. My absolute favorite is lavender. I think I've tried several different lavenders now, and I think the Plant Therapy is my favorite lavender. So, yeah, those are probably my favorites. I also have been using the Eden's Garden cleaning one for like cleaning my floors and that kind of thing. When I have time to clean my floors. So, yeah. And did she ask anything else? Nope, that's it. Let's move on to Tiffany Crane. She said, do you plan to homeschool all of your kids? She also homeschools. That's awesome. So we're just kind of playing it by ear and, just seeing what works best for our kids. We, as you guys know, we will be homeschooling Alex for kindergarten this next year. And we are all registered for that because we have a program through our school district where he spends part of the time at school and part of the time being homeschooled. And I think it's going to be a really awesome program for him and his particular needs, because we can keep him challenged at his own level at home, but he can still get that experience, that social experience at school. So if we like the program, I could foresee doing that with all three kids, just because they would still be getting that really important social and like structured school experience. But we would all be at the same place at the same time. Sophie is starting preschool this next year also, so it's already going to be crazy trying to juggle getting kids, at the right place at the right time, just with schedules and everything. And I can foresee having 3 different kids at 3 different schools would just be insane. And so if we really like it, just for the sake of simplicity, we might just homeschool all 3 kids. But I'm just kind of, leaving that up to what is working best for us each year. I'm not, setting anything in stone. We'll just take it year by year and just see how long we last doing homeschooling. So, but I have high hopes for it. Alexis Derlin Reef asks, Are you planning on making another morning, afternoon, evening routine video with 3 kiddos? I should do that. It's been a couple years since I've done that, actually. So I will add that to my videos list. Come on, phone. Come on. There we go. Free Curls asks, what is the thing you would have loved to know before having your first child? I think I answered that in the previous question about advice for new moms. So when you're looking at the playback, you can see the answer to that, advice for a new mom, things that I would have known. And she also asks, what do we tend to forget between 2 pregnancies? I think you forget just how hard it is. If you're talking about the actual pregnancy, like, you know, your kid starts to get older and you start to think, oh, it'd be so nice to have another baby. And then when you're actually pregnant again, you're like, oh my God, I forgot how hard this is. Because it's hard. It's really hard. Especially, it's been really hard on my body. That's another reason that we're done having kids is my body, I don't think, can handle pregnancy anymore because of some health issues I'm dealing with. But that will be another video that will be probably soon on my channel. So Tara McLean asks, oh, she didn't ask a question. She just liked being real in my last video. Happy Nanny asks, are you or do you work outside the home? And if so, what are your tips for working mothers? I currently, well, since I had Alex, I have been basically a stay-at-home mom. I am a massage therapist by trade, and I have my own business, but that has basically been 100% on hold since all 3 of my kids have come in pretty close succession in the last 5.5 years. So it's actually another thing that we're really debating on whether I want to continue maintaining, like if I want to keep maintaining my license, just because it is hard on my body. It's a very physically demanding profession. As much as I absolutely love doing massage, I think there's so much healing in, you know, the power of touch. But my body can only take so much. So that's kind of an answer to that. YouTube kind of seems to be becoming a little side career for me. So I plan on doing that for the foreseeable future as kind of my working from home kind of job. But as long as I'm homeschooling, I probably won't be working outside the home anytime soon. So so she wanted to know tips for working mothers. I don't know if I would really be the best person to give advice for that, just because I haven't actually done like a 40-hour-a-week job or even a part-time, 20-hour-a-week job outside the home while raising kids. And so I have so much respect for you mamas who do that, though. It's raising kids is a hard job no matter which route you're going, right? So yeah, I'm probably not the best person to ask, but I do have friends that do it. And I've heard them say that, the time that they spend with their kiddos is like really focused time. Like they are really present, really intentional with the time that they do have with their kids. So maybe I'll just pass that little piece of advice along. And I am once again not seeing the comments here. They keep disappearing on me. So I'm sorry if you guys are asking questions and I just can't see. And Alex and Sophie just got home with Grandma. They were out for a little hike. So you'll probably see them come by here in just a minute. Get this chair out of the way for them. Pam, Nate, Dog, did they ask a question? No question there. my best friend Priya. Hi, Priya. She asked, what do you see, or when do you see yourself getting back into massage? I actually just answered that question. I'm actually not 100% sure if I'm going to at this point for health reasons, which Priya knows all about. So Drew and Jess Bruick ask, what are some good sensory activities to do with toddlers? I mean, there's just the classic Play-Doh. We just got a water table, and our kids love the water table. And really, if you have a water table, you can put anything in it. And if you're worried about the mess, do it outside. But you can put sand in there. You can put, I've seen some people put, cornmeal in there, because it's non-toxic if kids get it in their mouths. One for older toddlers is kinetic sand. My kids have absolutely been loving kinetic sand. I don't know if you guys know what that stuff is, but it's like, it almost feels like putty, but it's sand, and you can mold it, but then it will kind of act like putty in some ways. It's really interesting substance. My kids love that. So let's see, we're getting almost to the end of the questions here. So Brittany Church asks, oh, she didn't ask a question either. Last question is Letitia Diaz, and she asks, do you have any updated recommendations for cloth diaper covers? She can't find the Capri covers. Since I haven't bought Capri covers recently, I hope they're still making them. Are they not still making them? I don't know. They are still my absolute favorite diaper cover, and we're still using them on Teo now. We have some of them that have lasted through all 3 kids, and we've gotten some new ones along the way as well. We absolutely, absolutely adore them. Let me look on Amazon and see if I can find a link to the Capri covers, and if I can find it, I'll put it down below. But I do have some friends that are really happy with flip covers as well. Those are affordable as well. So, oh, yay, my comments came back. Let's see. Stick out the tomatoes. Oh, Tiffany Crane says, I saw the Capri covers on Nikki's diapers recently. Thank you, Tiffany. That's good to know where you can still get them. So I can imagine some of those more specialized cloth diaper sites. So yeah, Nikki's diapers, what's Kelly's Closet, Green Mountain Diapers. I would definitely check in those places. You might be able to find the Capri diaper or diaper covers on there. So I think that's it in terms of questions. So do you guys have any more questions that you want to ask? All right. So DIY Gardener, I will add your name into the giveaway here as well. And I guess we might as well do the giveaway now. Unless you guys have any more questions, which I don't see any at this point. So if you guys are just tuning in now, I have a whole selection of my favorite, absolute favorite, tried and true natural body products. And that is what I am giving away. So for those of you who asked a question in my last video, I put your names on a piece of paper and I cut them out and I am mixing them all up. So this is truly random to see who wins. And let's see who it is. All right. Purple Puma 123. You are the winner of the giveaway. Congratulations. So there are a couple of ways to contact me. There is the messenger system through YouTube, but it's kind of clunky and I think they're getting rid of it soon, but you can try using that. My email for this channel is eat.pray.crunch@gmail.com. So you can email me Or you can contact me through my Facebook, my Eat Pray Crunch Facebook. That is another way to get in touch with me. So congratulations. Look who's in the window. Hi, Alex. All right. So I think that is it. This is fun. It's fun doing these live streams every once in a while. It's fun interacting with you guys. I'm just looking back through and seeing if there are any other questions that I missed here before I sign off. Oh, DIY Gardener says, staking up tomatoes. They're already starting to flop over. Yes, we have our tomatoes in our tomato cages already because they are already getting so big. Yeah, all right. I think that's it. So thank you all for tuning in. This was a lot of fun. And yeah, be sure to, if you missed part of it, be sure to check it on the playback because I'm not sure how long it takes for the playback to get posted. But yeah. And congratulations to Purple Puma, and I hope to be in touch with you soon. I will give you 24 hours to get back to me. And if I don't hear from you, then I will draw another winner. So yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful summer. We are having absolute perfect Pacific Northwest summer. It's been in the mid 70s and sunny. It's just, it's perfect. So anyway, I hope you guys have a good evening and we'll see you next time. Bye.